What's good, y'all, man? We're back again with another video. Today we're here to do the NBA award prediction video. We are currently in the midst of the preseason, so I have to get this video out pretty quickly because the season starts in about 2 weeks. I'm very excited for this season, bro. It's a lot of things going on that I'm going to be paying attention to. This is probably going to be the most basketball I've watched in my entire life, especially with the Peacock sponsor that they have now. You can watch games on Peacock, Amazon Prime. You know, you still got the little streaming websites. I'm going to be locked in this year. So before we get to this video, man, make sure you like and subscribe and share with your friends. But other than that, let's get straight into this. So I'm going to start off with the rookies, man. I feel like that's the most important part. I'm going to go from 3 to 1. I'm not going to start at the top. So third, I think VJ Edgecombe is a good shout for Rookie of the Year. I think he's going to play right away. Potentially could start. I haven't really been paying attention to their preseason yet, but with the whole Jared McCain injury, you never know with Embiid, Paul George, everything. Yeah, I think he's going to fit in perfectly, man. I think he's going to be able to get to a basket a lot and create off of the gravity of Tyrese Maxey and hopefully Joel Embiid and Paul George. I did like what I see from him attacking the rim though in preseason. Yeah, I'm really high on him as far as his defense and everything. I think he's going to fit in right away. I think he's the type of guy that Nick Nurse is going to like and is going to rely on a lot, even though he is a rookie. They're going to need him a lot. So I would have him third. Second, I would have Con Knibble. I just feel like for Con Knibble, I feel like this is the perfect team for him because I don't think they're asking him to do a lot. Attack the closeout, shoot the ball, defend well, play make off of bigs. That's all he really has to do over here. They're not asking him to create his own shot or anything. They're not relying on him to do stuff that's just not his game now. They're not doing that over here. They're asking him to play his game, and I think he's going to do that pretty well. Con Knibble's a very, very good player. I really do love a three of LaMelo Ball, Con Knibble, Brandon Miller. I love that a lot, and if they figure out this power forward and center situation with Ryan Kalkbrenner, from what I'm hearing, he's going to start, so hopefully that works out. But if they figure that out, I am liking this team a lot for the future. But that's three. I feel like Con Knibble is surrounded by guys that he's going to need to help his development, and he can also help others. So I like this situation for him. And then number one is obviously Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag, to me, like yesterday in that preseason game, I'm probably the most high on the Mavericks in the goddamn world. Like, I think highly of them even without Kyrie. And then when they get Kyrie, it's going to be even crazier. But him just being able to play make for others, and then going out there and get his own, score 10 points right in a row. Like, he's just that good. His defense is already elite, and he's surrounded by Derek Lively and Anthony Davis. I am going to be like really watching him on the perimeter because they're going to ask him to guard on the perimeter a lot, which they didn't really ask him to do a lot and do. I'm going to be paying attention to that a lot. He was really good yesterday with it. But Cooper Flag, I'm very high on Cooper Flag. I think he can be an all-star this year. He's that good in the West. He's that good. And I'm so high on this Mavericks team. If you haven't watched that first preseason game, go watch it. Not even just how to use Cooper Flag, how they were using AD, D-Lo, and all that stuff. PJ Washington was very aggressive. Go watch, bro. They're going to be very, very good. I'm just get Coach of the Year out of the way. I have I think his name's Adelman from Denver. I have him. I think he could probably win it, but I have him at number 3. I have Ime at number 2. Even though I'm not the highest on the Houston Rockets, I would still say Ime would be right here. And then I would have Mark Dagnall at number 1. He probably should have won the last year, but he didn't. Kenny Atkinson won it, so I have Mark Dagnall getting it, and I think they can potentially win 65 plus games again. Clutch Player of the Year. At number 3 spot, I have Kevin Durant. I think they're going to rely on him a lot in the clutch. It's freaking Kevin Durant. They're going to be in a lot of close games because I'm still not high on this team, but I do think he will be able to uplift them in those close games. Luka's always going to be here, and then Shea. I think Shea's going to win it this year. I don't want to say he probably should have won it last year, but he had a very good case for it last year, so I'm going to have Shea here. For MIP at number 3, I have Chet Holmgren. I think if he can stay healthy, he can probably potentially get an all-star spot. I see him averaging about 18 and 10 this year. I think he would be in the race for for the Defensive Player of the Year. I think if Wemby didn't already have the award gift wrapped to him in the beginning of the season, I think he would have an argument for winning it. But he won't win this alley because they're already prepared to give it to Wemby. But I do think Chet is going to be that good this year. I'm expecting him, not a huge leap on the offense, but a leap to where, like, we didn't see all the lows that we've seen in the playoffs. I think he's going to be pretty good, pretty consistent this year. More so what we've seen from Chet in the first 11 games of last year. That's what I think we're going to see from Chet this year. So that's why I have it number 3. And I put these two next to each other because I didn't know which one I wanted to pick. Benedict Mathurin and Andrew Nembhard. I'm very high on both, and I think to start with Andrew Nembhard, him being a point guard, having the ball in his hands a lot more. We're going to see a lot more of that playoff Nembhard, and this is why I'm pretty high on this team, because I do think he can hold the fort down until Hallie does come back. And then for Benedict Mathurin, this is probably his first year where he's able to be himself and go out there and score like he did at times during the playoffs, because they're going to need it a lot. They're going to have to rely on him, Pascal, and Andrew Nembhard a lot to create for themselves, but also create for others. I think Benedict had a pretty good playoffs last year, and I think he's going to be able to carry that momentum onto this year. If I was to pick between the two, I would obviously pick Andrew Nembhard, because I feel like him being the point guard is going to be easier for him to get his stats up. Because that's all most improved player of the year is. It's really that. But like seeing the improvement in those two guys, I think Nembhard will make the bigger improvement. So that's why I have him number one and winning the award. Now, defense player of the year, I think the Rockets are going to have a crazy defense. So at number 3, I'm going to have Edmund Thompson. I do think he's the best defender on that team by far. I think he's going to carry on from what he did last year and be in a race, because I expect this race to be deep. Well, be past Wemby, because like I said, Wemby already has the award. But like 2, 3, 4, 5, I think that's going to be deep. The obvious names are Draymond, Mobley, Chet, and then I think that's going to be whatever one you want to pick. I think that's going to be the race right there. And number 2, I have Chet. Like I said, to me, he's the best defender in the world. Won't get the credit. I get it. But I think when he's on the court with this OKC team, that's when it's like damn near impossible to score on them. But I view Chet so highly when it comes to his defense that I think he can take the award for Wemby if I was a voter, but I'm not. And number 1, we're gonna have Wemby, man. Like I said, this whole video, he has it already gift wrapped for him, and that's not even hate. But like last year, he had a gift wrapped for him too, and I didn't even think he was number 1 and number 2 in the race, in my opinion. But yeah, Wemby's right here. That's why I have winning the award this year. And I just pray for health, man, because like the last 2 seasons we haven't seen health for Wemby, so I hope he's very healthy this year, because I do want to see him winning that award. I want to see him take a big step. I'm very excited to watch Vic this year, more than I've ever been. So that's why I've had winning this award. Now we finally get into the most important award, and that is the Most Valuable Player award. At number 3, I have a tie between Luka and Giannis. I think Giannis is going to play like the best player in the world this year. Like, that's just, I've been thinking he's the best player in the world since 2020. So I don't think any of that's going to stop. But my whole thing is, like, I think the team sucks. And, like, looking at the East, I don't think it's as easy as people think it is. Like, I think it's very up in the air. And I think, like I said in my Eastern Conference predictions video, like, if he misses a game, or a 2 or 3 or 4, if he has a stretch where he's missing 10 games, they're fucked. They're not winning a single game. They wouldn't beat the Jazz. They suck. So, like, I don't know how much games his team's going to win. I don't think Giannis winning 44 games and being the 7th seed or the 6th seed in the East can give you an MVP. So that's why I don't have him higher, even though I do think he will play like the best player in the world. But for Luka, I think he can also play like the best player in the world, and there will be like a 4th, 5th seed in the West. And as we're seeing, that can give you the MVP at any year. And I think if he's playing like 2023, 2024, Luka, where he should have won the MVP, he should have a gift wrap, in my opinion. And he probably will, because LA bias. So yeah, that's why I have them two tied up together. At number 2 and number 1, at number 1 I got Jokic, and number 2 I got Shea. I feel like the NBA is gonna give it to Jokic this year, and I only feel like that because, like, even though I think Shea was clearly the MVP, I think he was clearly the MVP. He was my MVP. I think they got the award right. All-time season on an all-time team, and they paid off in the playoffs. Like, I think they got it right. But a center averaging a 30-point triple-double on elite shooting it's ridiculous, bro. And I feel like a lot of people feel like that. And I think some people may even believe that they messed up. And I think they will right their wrongs this year, especially if he has a good year. Even though he's not going to average a 30, 10, and 10. I hope not, because I think their team is better. Even if he has that year, I think he will get it this year. But I still think Shea can potentially have a better year than he had last year. So it can be a race again like it was last year. But I do think they're going to give it to Jokic this year. Who I want to, like, surprise everybody and jump in this list, Anthony Edwards. If he's in this list, I would be so happy, because I think this Minnesota team is very good. And as we've seen from Anthony Edwards, he takes a major leap every year. And something that we haven't expected. We didn't expect him to become one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. He did that. Hopefully this year, one of the best mid-range shooters in the league. If he's that, he's in that conversation. So I hope he's one of those guys that can be in it. Steph Curry, that would be awesome because he looked very, very good. Like the most explosive and fast I've seen him in a long time. In that preseason game, he would be fun. KD would be fun to be in this list. I'm excited for the season, man. Let me know what you think down below with your awards, man. Let me know how you feel about this season coming up, man. We got a lot of good basketball, man. So shout out to y'all, man. I will talk to y'all later.